What if Equestria was hit by an asteroid? Hello everypony, and welcome back to My Little Pony What If. My name is Cappy, with another weekly video for you guys. Yes, I've been taking a break on My Little Pony What If, but I made a couple of other videos, so make sure to go check those out after this video. Also, I started a brand new hardcore series, so make sure to go check that out after this video as well. I think it deserves some loving. Okay, let's get right into it. Here are the 4 questions of the episode. Number 1. How would have this disaster happened? Number 2. How both G4 and G5 ponies handle this situation? Number 3. What would happen to the human fans of My Little Pony if there actually was a film about this event? And finally, number 4. If the asteroid did hit, could ponies recover from such an event? And how will the rest of history be affected? All of those questions will be answered in this week's My Little Pony What If. First, what would have it caused the asteroid to collide with the G4 Equestria in the first place? Well, let's think about it. Objects in space are influenced by gravity, right? And only big things of large masses could move such objects. Unless, of course, there's another big thing that caused it. In this generation, only Luna and Celestia have the power to move such large objects, Celestia moving the sun and Luna moving the moon. So how is Luna and Celestia moving the celestial bodies affect the theory I'm trying to present? As most of you know, the sun and moon have large masses that has the power to move large space objects. Literally. As the sun revolves around the center of the galaxy, all the planets, asteroids, and other space objects move along with it. So this means that the sun, not surprisingly, has the power to move big things. The asteroids may have gotten caught in the gravitational field of the sun, leading it to be flung towards Equestria. Okay, we get it. The sun can move large objects, but planets have the power to burn up all the asteroids before it hits the ground. True, but if we make it big enough to the point where it still has asteroid left after it enters the lower atmosphere, then it has a big enough chunk to cause some serious damage to the world below. So how big would it have to be? Well, let's say about the same size that theoretically killed all of the dinosaurs, about 7.5 miles or 12 kilometers in diameter. Let's also have it move at the same speed, about 27,000 miles per hour or 43,000 kilometers per hour. Now, what about the G5 world? There isn't a ruler who controls the sun or moon anymore. It has been theorized that the day and night cycle is now natural and isn't controlled by magic. With this change, let's assume that everything I previously mentioned before stays the same, just it coincidentally happens naturally. Okay, now with that stuff out of the way, how will each generation of the same species think, and how will they handle this situation? Well, let's start with G4. I think that they will mostly rely on magic by using large amounts of levitation spells and laser spells, or maybe something else. A few other methods involve a cloud net that doesn't follow the rules of physics at all, or maybe a group of Earth ponies that would go onto the asteroid and smash the asteroid to pieces. But to be honest, they don't stand a chance against the asteroid. It's too big. One way or another, I think that their chances of survival are pretty much in their favor. Now, time for G5. And this is where the problem becomes real. In this time, there isn't magic, except for at the end of the MLP movie, but we can assume that this event is before the movie. In this situation, they could use the power of advanced technology. Many times, we can see the signs that Equestria has changed dramatically, considering that it has been hundreds or even thousands of years since G4. It's highly possible that ponies might invent something to protect from the threat. Some of those things being a big laser thingy. If you watch the LEGO Marvel specials, you'll get my reference. Also, they should really look at the coast of the continent. I'm looking at you, Maritime Bay. You're dangerously close to the water. There are a lot of things that will happen to this happy and afraid Earth Pony town. The main thing being tsunamis and floods, cause it's possible that the asteroid might hit the water. I don't think that you guys want to be the ponies who live in a pineapple under the sea. Remember, this is before the tribes came together in the My Little Pony movie, so you're on your own, guys. Better think of something quick, cause that asteroid ain't slowing down. The pony's survival chances in G5 are questionable. There are a lot of factors that could change it, so I'm gonna say a 50-50 chance. Now, this next question is kind of an interesting question. because I doubt that Hasbro would kill off every single character just like that. Also, I think it would be a little intense for young viewers to see their favorite characters from a pony show get obliterated by an asteroid. But how would the fandom react to this event being shown to us? Me personally would be very confused, but I think that a community would be very enraged and most likely very sad. It would either mean that they would start a new generation or MLP is completely gone. But by now, I doubt that will happen in a long time. So don't take any of the things I just said seriously, because it's just me being a little too crazy. But moving on, let's see what would happen if the asteroid actually impacted Equestria. How would both generations of ponies possibly rebuild society, considering that hopefully some are still alive? As always, G4 goes first. Once the dust clears, the heat lowers, and the sky comes out once again, I would say that they could easily rebuild using some magic or some other way. There are 3 tribes, and they could all do it in their own way, but they need to work together. Earth ponies will probably DIY it and get materials from what's left, or maybe start making them, and start growing seeds so they can get food for everyone who starts working to rebuild society. Unicorns could use magic and help with the building process with their handy magic building spells. Pegasi could once again control the weather to help nourish crops with rain and get water for drinking. So we don't die of dehydration. It will take time, but eventually they'll go back into what they once were, and maybe they'll learn from this and start planning for real-world disasters. They could set up bunkers, have emergency supplies, make first aid kits, etc. There's a lot of disasters that they will hopefully prepare for if they do come up in the near future. Alright, let's see what G5 might do to rebuild and hopefully do better in the future. So first, they'll probably wait for the effects of the asteroid impact to wear off. Then maybe after that, the 3 tribes will see that to rebuild and make a better society, that they will have to work together. Eventually, much time later, every pony will find a perfect way to live in harmony and friendship. The towns and city will be relatively rebuilt because G5 is set in a futuristic time, and it will take time to remake the technology and machines that they once had. But hopefully not everything will be gone. Ponies might have brought some technology to the end of the world, and they can use it as a blueprint to become a technologically advanced species once again. But what do you guys think? How do you guys think the story should have gone? What details would you have added or taken away from the theory? Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. While you're down there, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any MLP related content. Also, be sure to check out my other videos. I do gaming and some other random MLP stuff that I think you guys will enjoy. And hopefully there will be some music uploaded this month. Well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this theory. It was a little different than usual, but I want to try something new. Anyways, this is Cappy signing out until next time. Roll Hoof.